Greetings, Taurus, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Jumping in, we're getting your rune for the energetic past here is in Hagalaz. Wow. So this is interesting. Aries had the same exact thing. So this is coming from your energetic past and unintended eventuality. It's not an if, it's a when, like dotting an I or crossing a T that might have gotten missed, like a oopsie kind of mistake. Or something that has been found out, something that has been overturned, wiped away, like a natural disaster, like a hailstorm that you can't always prevent, right? You can't always avoid it, right? Like a car repair or a house repair, which is more likely, or the leaving a relationship, the moving on from a job. Okay, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is more of the call to look at this as a blessing in disguise. This divine mandate kind of energy is not an if, but it's a when. Kind of like I said, when the lines go straight down here off the runes, it's very grounded energy. When the lines are straight up from the runes, it's like a divine connection, divine guidance. So with this being irreversible, here's like a divine mandate, super divinely, both sides divinely connected and grounded and tethered, and can transcend any and all barriers. So this is like a moving away, a clearing away of things that no longer serve your divinely guided path, or so that you can grow, so you can build the new things, so you can plant the new crops. A lot of times we look at this as happening to us rather than for us. You are actually called to look at this as something that is happening for you and turn that blessing into a blessing in disguise, like the silver lining aspect. In your energetic now is the rune of Kinaz. That go, go, go energy is kind of like the Pac-Man wanting to gobble up dots and move forward. This is, Kinaz literally means torch. This is the light, that lantern, the lantern that illuminates the path for yourself and for others simultaneously, leading by example. So you had the hail kind of wipe away things, and now you're like trailblazing, like showing everybody that you know the way, leading by example. Right, manifesting, like the wands suit in tarot, very fire energy. You go from the hail and the ice here, the natural disaster, into very much fire and leading by example, trailblazing energy here in the now. So very different energies. What's in your near future? Ansus is the rune of communication, divine downloads, prophetic dream work. This could be like a blessing of receiving divine gifts, divine downloads, premonition, dreams, deja vu, claircognizance. We have 6 clairs, so one of your clairs could be popping off as well with Anzus. And Anzus is that rune of communication. It's nicknamed the antenna rune. So this is like, again, grounding energy, where you're called to be very grounded here in the future here. But this is those divine downloads. So this is when you're trailblazing here, when you're leading by example in healthy ways, you're kind of blessing this. So pay attention in your near future too for those signs, right? Those divine communication type of signs, like spirit animals, palindrome numbers, spirit numbers, songs on the radio that seem to have like instant awesome timing, that sort of thing, Taurus. Okay, so what do we have for your energetic influence of the now? This is interesting. So Berkana is the birch goddess's rune of birth, beginnings, blessings, familial style type of nurturing type of energy. So with this is like you want to nourish, you want to begin. You've had this sort of clearing away. Now you get to begin again. And now you're looking forward to beginning again. You're very much nourishing your new beginnings here. This is a beautiful energy to have in your life. So what do you want to do with it? If this reading resonates, consider a private session to explore your path, your energy, and the guidance of the runes more deeply. Each comment, share, or subscription helps this work reach more seekers like you who are looking for clarity and growth. Thank you all for showing up, for engaging, and for honoring your journey. Together, we are strengthened in this circle of awakening. With it, what's your advice for the now, Taurus? Showing up for yourself, for others, for what is right. The God Tears rune is that vector of victory, of success, showing up for yourself daily, doing that work for all that success, right? So God Tyr, remember that he sacrificed his arm to stave off Ragnarok. So there's a bit of a martyr type of energy here. So when we're so dedicated, so showing up for what is right, we could be so focused that we don't have focus on the whole picture, right? So make sure that when you are signing up to be a martyr, that you know what you're signing yourself up for. But this is showing up, doing that dedication, showing up for what is right. Again, this is kind of like that Libra type of energy, sticking up for yourself and for others. That innate sense of justice, that built-in scales of justice, kind of like what Libra has, right? So showing up for yourself, doing the work daily. So you have this beautiful beginning, this nourishing work, this leading by example. Now you're called to embody it, show up, do the stuff. All right. Do your diligence. You can't just wave a wand and let it happen, right? You got to show up and help it happen. What do you have in the outcome here is Raito is beautiful because this is more of surrendering to the flow of the now, leading with that leading by example here. This is like that rune of journey, movement, surrendering to the divine flow. Raito is very grounding energy. Again, when we have the lines going straight down, it's very grounded. But this has a leg going forward here, looking like it's always in constant step forward, always constantly moving forward in divine flow. So with this, you are harmonizing yourself more with what is in your alignment to your divine source self blueprint, whatever is in your alignment for your divine path. Like you're going to find being present, being now, being in flow, that sort of state a lot easier. And due to that, these downloads and that communication, you'll be a lot more receptive to it and a lot more open and able to notice it when it comes in. Just be open and able to notice that when it comes in for you, Taurus. We're going to get a card of clarity this week from the Celtic Spirit Oracle deck. These are messages from Celtic Spirit energies to your spirit, to your soul. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity from the Celtic Spirit Oracle deck does Taurus need to hear for this week's Divinely Guided Rune reading. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity from the Celtic Spirit Oracle deck does Taurus need to hear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here we have the card of She of the Woods. This says peace, connection, and home. She of the Woods, peace, connection, and home. We're going to read about that card. And again, this is a beautiful deck with the Celtic kind of language imbued here with these cards. So bear with me if I mispronounce anything. So going on, this card says, it's She of the Woods, when she reached out her senses, she realized she was not separate from nature. She is nature. When she slowed down and took a break, she realized she could find peace because she needed to come from within. She needed it to come from within her. She taps into source energy by taking time out for her. Taking time to slow down, tune out, but tuning in and understanding she is connected to everything. Nature moves at a slow pace, and so should we. This is not an easy thing in the current world that we live in, but an increasingly necessary practice. We do a lot of reading about practices, but we don't do a lot of the actual work. Performing the ceremonies, meditating, walking in nature, stopping to just be is important, more than you ever know, to do the work. Put the phone down, speak to nature, ask nature to teach you, to guide you, and we must find our way back to balance, peace, and rest. So Taurus, have you made a connection to where you live, the property you reside on, or the surrounding area in which you call your home? Have you asked the spirits of the place to show you how you can honor the land? A beautiful practice to start on could be as simple as asking this question. When you can connect on or around your land and work with nature or spirits, that would be a beautiful thing for you to do, Taurus, so please do that. Really take notice of where nature is growing, what animals live near you, and what insects come across your path. All have wisdom they can share with you and help with your connection in finding your place of belonging. Namaste, Taurus. Have a blessed and abundant week.